Good morning, everybody. I am so sorry I am late coming on this morning. The Restream program that we use needed to do some updating and ask me some questions. So went all over the place. So anyway, sorry to be late. And then I went to go on Restream and it wasn't there. I don't know what happened this morning, but I hope my folks that usually chime on. I do apologize, guys. Restream wanted to update on me this morning, and then after it updated, what I set up to come on live was gone, so I had to reset it up. So not sure what's going on this morning, but we're going to roll with it, flow with it. Good morning, Christopher and Deidre. Yeah, it's Friday. It is. But welcome, guys, to Just for Today. Sorry for the late start, technical difficulties, but that's okay. We're here. So this is, I'm Lisa Kay with Promise Resource Network. And sorry if I don't even have my camera like I wanted it. So you probably just saw my unmade bed. And my dogs, but it's okay. Y'all know I'm real, and that's life, right? So welcome, guys. Just for today is a slogan in the rooms. Those of us in the recovery rooms, Al-Anon, AA, NA, we know that it's a phrase that means we can take something, see something, hear something. Maybe just for today, apply it to our walk, our journey, our recovery walk. So hopefully today you'll hear something from me or from our chats that you can add to your December 3rd Friday offering. Yeah, we are into December. I can't believe it. Getting close to the holidays, and then I know Christmas parades are starting and all those fun things. And so I hope you and your family will get out and enjoy those things if that's your cup of tea, right? But guys, hope you'll share this. This is a continuation of Monday, Mastering the Art of Acceptance. We just talked about Monday about someone that says, it is what it is a dangerous person because they have mastered the art of acceptance. They can't be easily manipulated, and they understand what is theirs and what is not. And they have the common sense, the wisdom to figure out the difference, right? And that's our goal. And I challenged everybody to think a minute on Monday, would somebody want your recovery? Would someone see you and go, gosh, I want what they have. I want that pep in my step. I want that energy. How did they get that? Would they want to model what you've done to maintain your recovery? All of us have areas of that we need to work on. So that was for me as well. So the art of acceptance, being able to stay out of people's business, stay out of the affairs of others, take care of you, right? Is where we want to be. And being able to understand when is it time, when is it time to step in, right? So those are the things that we work on in recovery. 99% plus of what's going on now, what will go on for the rest of the day is out of your control. Universe has already been set in motion, right? And we're kind of playing double dutch. We're standing there jump rope and waiting to jump in, right? Because it is, it's one of those things where it's exciting, but it's a little scary, right? When we really realize in recovery that we don't control that. We don't run it. We don't run the universe. And the universe is not all about us. It's doing its own thing. Things happen for a reason, right? So when we finally get that, we realize, darn, okay. So there is very little I can control, but what I can do is work on me and how I respond or not respond, or what I work on with myself, right? Because you're the only one that can take care of you. Consistently and 100%, you're the only one, right? So today we're going to kind of expand that about the art of acceptance. And sometimes people simply just disagree. Are you a scorekeeper? I used to be. I used to be a scorekeeper. You know, we would dig in about something and couldn't just accept that people just have different opinions and carry it too far and people get angry and you keep score about who's right, who's wrong. You always want to stay on top, right? So I'm going to read to you from my recovery material about this. Because guys, we need to quit keeping score. It's not about, who wins the most arguments or who's right the most of the time, right? Whether your work, home, in your community, it's not about that. As folks in recovery, we know better than that. We do, but we can still get caught up in in that. And now that we're coming across the holidays, a lot of you will be around your family more, right? Friends more, maybe neighborhood gatherings, maybe church gatherings, those kind of things. So I just thought it was suiting to talk about this morning because if you're like me, most of the year, except for certain times, I'm pretty isolated, right? Other than work and some few things I do in my community, I'm at home. And so now all of a sudden, we're kind of thrown in with family members we haven't seen since last year or maybe haven't seen in 5 years. And I think going into the holidays, embracing conversation, understanding that people get their feelings hurt, really hurt. Our emotions are really high. Our expectations are different around the holidays, right? And so I think we need to have this conversation because some of you are going into office parties and friend gatherings pretty quickly. I know our Christmas parade here in my hometown in South Carolina is tonight. It's tonight. And so things are going to happen quickly and you're going to find yourself in different situations. So, yeah. So and guys, I am not really sure about my, yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm having issues with my computer. So let me change that right quick. And I need to get my mouse because it is hard to navigate Restream without it, but I'm going to do my best. So we're going to talk about that this minute, about just simply understanding that sometimes people can just disagree, and it is not about keeping score. It's about preparing ourselves for conversations, even holiday conversations, because the randomness, sometimes messy things get brought up in, in those things. So we're going to talk about that in a minute. All right. So I'm going to read to you from my recovery material, and then we're going to chop it up real quick. So I thought that in every conflict, in every confrontation, someone was inevitably at fault. It was essential to assign blame, and I would stew for hours weighing the evidence. I became a chronic scorekeeper because I approached every situation with this attitude. I was consumed by guilt and anger. Defensive and anxious, I made sure my own back was always covered. So in my recovery rooms and things that I've gone through, maybe you too, can help us understand that disputes come up even when everybody is doing their best. I want you to hear that. Sometimes disputes come up when everybody is doing their best. Okay. Obviously, reviewing everyone's behavior focuses my attention where it doesn't belong. So all of a sudden, when we realize that not everybody's agreeing with you, sometimes we can then start focusing on people's behaviors, body languages, and the next thing we know, we're taking everything personal. And this discussion at a family gathering or Christmas party kind of ends things on right? And so sometimes people can just disagree and have disputes, even when everybody's doing their best. They're not trying to upset you. They're not trying to start trouble. It can just happen that way. Are you ready? Are you far enough along in your recovery to handle these holiday gatherings, being around different people, knowing that different subjects are going to come up? Are you ready for them? Are you ready to just accept that sometimes people can just disagree, and it's okay. Instead, I can consider the part I played. If I have made mistakes, I am free to make amends. Today, I know that conflict is not necessarily an indication that someone is wrong. Let me say that again. Conflict is not necessarily, doesn't mean that someone is wrong. Hear that this morning. Quit being a scorekeeper, even if it's just for today. Difficulties may just arise. Sometimes people simply disagree. So just for today, I accept that each life has its share of conflicts. It is not my job to document every such incident. Instead of wringing my hands and pointing my finger, I can consider the possibility that everything is happening exactly as it should. Sometimes blame is just an excuse to keep busy so that I don't have to feel the discomfort of my powerlessness. Let me say that again. Sometimes blame is just an excuse to keep busy so you don't have to think and be uncomfortable that you don't have control, that you are powerless, that you don't run it. All right? The mind grown by what it feeds on, or mind grows by what it feeds on, right? So just for today, can we consider as we travel and go through the holidays, through these different settings that we find us in, even if it's just for the holiday or just for today, can we quit keeping score? Can we think about it? Sometimes people just disagree. Doesn't have to mean that someone is wrong. Can you accept the fact? Can you be far enough along, or can you consider adding this concept and accept that there doesn't have to be scores kept, that there doesn't have to be a right side or a wrong side, that people can truly have disagreement and that they are not in a bad place in their spirit, right? Can we do that? You will find yourself, if not today, sometime in the future in this situation. How will you handle it? These are the things that can really harm relationships if we don't prepare ourselves for those types of conversations. We see it a lot in the political time, right? When it's time to, elections and all that, and you got Democrats, Republicans, and independent parties, and you see people posturing themselves and doing those things, right? So next thing you know, people get in these heated debates and friendships end and all of those things. So guys, it's okay for people to have different opinions. That's the country that we live in. We have that right to believe, right? As long as we don't impose and cause harm to others because we're trying to force our beliefs. We can't force people to see what we see and hear what we hear and believe what we believe. But we should be able to have open dialogue with each other, to learn from each other, right? To respect each other as humans, no matter what side of the political party that you sit on or what side of the religion you sit on, right? You're Baptist, Presbyterian, Methodist, Buddhist, atheist, whatever, right? Can we agree, right? That sometimes we can just have discussions to learn from each other. It doesn't have to be a scorekeeping time. There's not an ending winning field goal at the end of this conversation that you walk out the champion, right? You're not. But you walk away with these feelings, right? Yeah, absolutely. So let me see if I can here we go. So who we got on this morning, and so we can chop this thing up. Let's see. Come on, Lisa. Maneuver this thing, right? Christopher, let's see. Let me get this out of the way. All right. Guys, I may have to run just a second down the road, down the hall to get my mouse that I forgot this morning and all my things. Oh, there we go. Christopher says, I've been someone not going to say no names, but she is my favorite person in the world, has shown me that the world is going to be the world, and I don't have to be the world. I just have to wake up and be me. And that has shown me I can do can be sober and enjoy being and keeping sober. Yeah, I'm bad and I know it. Excuse me. Oh, wow. Absolutely, Christopher. I love you. You are so amazing to me. Christopher says, I'm ready to make amends for my wrongs. And who wants to accept that? Great, then great. And the ones who are not, well, hopefully their hearts will soften soon. But if not, then it's their loss, not mine, because it's about me and my recovery. And I don't have to have someone feel I've won because I know I've won. Absolutely, Christopher. You have already won. Absolutely. And we know as people in recovery, when it's time to make amends and we are ready to do that, that it's not always received. It's not always received in the spirit and the heart that we would like it to. And you're absolutely right. The making amends is simply for you, right? It is for you. It's a way for you to practice your sobriety and your recovery. Absolutely. And we know this holiday, that things can even be brought up about our past around the Christmas dinner table that can really hurt our feelings. People can be very insensitive in such a very sensitive time, can't they, during the holidays? Um, so just being prepared that, we don't know what we'll encounter in conversations, but can we truly accept? Can we truly accept that we don't run this, right? Deidre says steps 1, 2, 3 daily. Absolutely. Kareem Miller, good morning. Glad you're on with us. Thank you so much for coming on. But guys, can we just for today, just quit keeping score? Oh, my phone. Hold on a minute. See, this is why I like to get up early because you see it's not even 7 o'clock and I'm getting getting folks wanting something from me, right? So this has been one of those mornings that technology just didn't work with me this morning, but it's okay. Here's the word, guys. So as you travel for your day, quit keeping score. If you find yourself in those conversations, you don't have to have a right or a wrong. You can just be respectful as humans and know that everybody has their own point of view, and it's okay. It's okay. And that people aren't just, disagreeing. Everybody can be in a great place and still choose to disagree. Are you mature enough in your recovery to be in these conversations? Maybe not. If you're not, please recognize it. Know that, it's okay. We don't just start recovery and just have it all down, do we? This is kind of part of that. We've been in recovery a little bit, knowing that we're a little stronger in some areas. So it's recognizing, being self-aware. Where are you? Are the holidays really, really sensitive to you, and that things can be really triggering? Seeing certain people, hearing certain conversations, getting prepared for that. And it's okay sometimes to decide that event's not for you. That family or office or community event isn't good for you, right? It's not about meeting others' expectations. It's about you and where you are and where you can be most effective without hurting relationships, right? So can we just for today consider not keeping score? People can just disagree and still have pure hearts and good intentions. And not everybody has to see it your way, right? Christopher says, that love and telling me to be careful on my journey to Charlotte and this weekend. Absolutely. So guys, as we travel through our Friday, happy Friday, happy Friday. I pray your Friday is wonderful. But just for today, can you put the scorekeeping card in little tiny pencil? You know how you used to go putt-putt and you had the little tiny pencils? Every time I hear scorekeeping, that's what I picture. Put it down, put the little pencil down, just flow through your day and realize that if you come across a conversation, someone doesn't see it eye to eye with you, it's okay, right? Or they're not ready for your apology, it's okay, right? It's about you. Deidre says so much is to do. So much to do. It doesn't feel like Friday. Bye. Yeah, I get you. I know you're absolutely right. And this month will fly. That's why I wanted to have this conversation about acceptance early on, because some of us will be getting into parties and gatherings pretty quickly into December. And I want you to come out of this thing with a smile. I want you to come out of this thing walking tall in your recovery, putting your big girl, big boy pants on in your recovery, because not every gathering will be fa la la and ha 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 and ho 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 and Merry Christmas, right? Not every gathering for us will be. There will be a part of it or parts of it, or maybe the whole thing sometimes that feels ugh. And it's a lot about conversation with people you haven't seen in a while or still can't love you in recovery, right? Forgiveness. It doesn't always come easy for folks that we have harmed along our path in our mental health unwellness or our addiction unwellness, right? So come on, guys. Let's put our best foot forward today. If it's just for today, take this concept. Can we put the scorekeeping card in little tiny pencil down and just flow in our conversations today and just let your spirit discern you, right? Not everybody is out to get you. Not everybody is deceitful in conversations. And sometimes people can just simply disagree and have pure hearts and minds around it. Are you mature enough to handle that? If not, what do you need to do to get there, to strengthen that part of your acceptance as you navigate the world, as you navigate family, friends, and community? Guys, I love you. Let's see, last words, and then we're going to wrap it up because I got to get to Charlotte. Deidre says, pulling a train tomorrow. Lisa, as the Grinch. Chris will be Max. Wish I would. Okay, I wish I would known about your parade. Oh, okay. Pulling a train tomorrow, Lisa, as the Grinch. Okay. Chris will be Max. Oh, wow. I would love to see that. Please take pictures or video. Advocating for abused children and the need of foster care. Awesome. We know that's near and dear to my heart. I wish I could be there. I would definitely help out with that. I was 15-year veteran foster parent in the state of South Carolina, as well as was foster care director at a beautiful agency here in Charlotte, North Carolina. Foster care has been a part of my life since I was in my late 20s. Just had to put that down, just got older, and then served in a different way. But I am with you on the foster care. Whether it's fostering those beautiful children. I have 2 adoptive daughters of my own that came from foster care. And absolutely. So, Deidre, my hat goes off to you. I bow to you, honey. You keep that message going. Anything I can ever do, let me know. Let me know. Chris, I'm gonna go to be Max. Yeah. Roberta saying hello, and Karen saying good morning. And Deidre, it's at 9 in the morning. All right. Okay. I don't know. I don't know if I can be there tomorrow at 9 o'clock, but please do pictures, videos, whatever. Deidre would love to see it. And Deidre said, I'm not far from you. Yep. I think you're in maybe Spartanburg, Greenville area. You're right. Really, Chester, South Carolina is really kind of this beautiful point where I can get to Charlotte in about hour and some change. I can get to Spartanburg some hour and some change, and get to Columbia in South Carolina in an hour and 5 minutes. So even though we're out in the boonies, we have good access to a lot of great places. Absolutely. Christopher says, Lisa, you should come to Duncan and be with us. You can ride in the parade with us. Yeah, that I know all about Duncan. I do. My family grew up in Moore, South Carolina, and heard a lot about Duncan. So I think it's the same, unless I'm just not remembering right. I think it is. Deidre said, I got a float to a big trailer. Oh, wow. Wow. That does sound fun. It really does. Deidre said, I like the boonies, lots of mud for four-wheelers. Absolutely, girl. If you want to ride a four-wheeler, you just put it on your trailer, come out to my house. I got 12 acres of land. You can just have a ball on, and I'll get on the back of that four-wheeler with you. Probably shouldn't. I'm an old woman, should be careful. But guys, this is what Christmas is about. This is the sharing. This is just for today. We chopped it up, got a little serious about some stuff, but it's about connection. It's about chatting it up. Even though it's on chat, I don't get to see your beautiful faces, but it is still a community. So I ask you to share this. You never know who needs to hear about our subject today, about putting down the little scorekeeping card, but also to see community in recovery, even if it's through this, right? Some people have really continued to isolate, especially right now during the holidays. So share this, guys. Maybe others will want to come on with us live and have this beautiful community that we have, inviting each other to parades and encouraging others when we have loss, and just being there for each other, laughing, but also being supportive. That's what the recovery is about. This is the most beautiful, beautiful, beautiful community of people you will ever be a part. I promise you, give it a try if you haven't. All right, guys, don't tempt us. We will come and put wind in our hair. Okay. All right, guys. I love you guys. I need to shut it down. But, guys, just for today, consider, that sometimes people just simply disagree. You don't have to keep the score, and you can just be a part of the conversation or not. Nobody has to be right or wrong sometimes. Quit trying to control that stuff, right? Dig into your acceptance. Where are you? Are you ready for it? All right, guys, PRN is open. And if you need us, please give us a call. It's just simple as that. Come by PRN and see us. Let me know you're there. I would love to sit down and talk to you. But guys, I hope you have an amazing Friday. If you're going to be in a parade or go to a parade, I hope you have a great time. I think it's going to be amazing weather. You might just need to wear your flip-flops and short sleeve shirt. I don't know. But you will have a beautiful, beautiful time, whatever you're doing this weekend. Hopefully it's with beautiful people who love you and accept you for who you are today, not who you were yesterday, but today, right? Guys, I love you. If you need anything, let us know at PRN. Let me know. I'll be there for you. But I'll see you Monday. We're going to be talking about having a backup plan on Monday. Put acceptance to work. Do you have a backup plan? Are you that person that just flies by the seat of their pants? We're going to chop that up on Monday at 6:30 in the morning, okay? So I hope to see you on Monday. Can't wait to see pictures and videos of the parade. So please post those to your Facebook. Send them to us. I'd love to see those. And I love you guys. Going to head to Charlotte. If I see you there, come by and tell me Merry Christmas and give me a big hug. I would love that. So guys, see you Monday just for today at 6:30. Bye. And be careful out there.